Hey there, and welcome to my Capricorn friends. My name is Angel with Ninth House Collective. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. How we're going to spend our time together, for those of you who might be new, is I like to ask for messages around personal growth, how we can gain new perspectives, how we can take different actions, gain self-awareness to really push through the blocks and the obstacles within our life currently. So I'll be asking for what energy would be most beneficial to be released during the month of May, what energy would be most beneficial for you to welcome in, and also messages around inspired action and new perspectives, right? So that we can make the shift needed. All right, Capricorns, I'm going to ask you to take a moment and just take a deep breath. Let the day fall away as I begin to shuffle the cards and get your energy into them. Just become mindful of your breath and let the day fall away. Relax your body and still your mind. Although they are general readings, the cards always bring forth nuggets of wisdom. See which ones resonate within you and how you can utilize them to make some positive shift, affect some positive change within your life's circumstances. All right, what is it that my beautiful Capricorn friends, what do they need to hear for their highest good? Allow me to connect only with the energies of unconditional love, the highest of healing, and the utmost wisdom. All right, Caps, let's see. What are your nuggets and the pieces of the puzzle for May? You have the Queen of Swords in her inverse manner, the Five of Cups in its inverse manner. Wow, we're doing a lot of inverses today. And you also got the Nine of Swords in its inverse manner. So a lot of sword energy and cup energy is what showed up for my Capricorns. So what showed up in, the first card, and which is what energy would be most beneficial for me to release? You got the Queen of Swords. And so it showed up in its inverse manner. So what would be most beneficial for my Capricorn friends to release is being sharp-tongued, being too blunt, being kind of crass, right? You are needing to mature your communication hub, right? Swords for me for personal growth and development is about our communication center, as well as our clear vision, right? So right now you're being asked to nurture your communication in a new way, in a softer way, because in its inverse manner, I don't want to say she's a little bitchy, but she's a little too blunt, a little too sarcastic, a little too harsh. So you are being asked to kind of transform that energy for the month of May. So in the area of what to release, you guys, this is the Five of Cups. So my Capricorn friends, you're being called to release placing your focus on the past disappointments or past heartaches, right? This card is a number 5, which is you're welcoming in change from focusing on the past negativities, the past challenges, the past heartaches, and really taking those lessons and turning around, right, in a new way. You have 2 new opportunities here, 2 new cups that are waiting for you if you just turn around, right? And you're being asked to release the, being sharp-tongued, being blunt, being too crass. That's an interesting message to be coming through for me, and one I don't think has come through before. But with the Five of Swords, it was in its inverse manner, which is just saying, yes, it's time to release the focus on past disappointments, and what you're supposed to do is to turn around. There is new opportunities and in our cups that has to do with love, right? That has to do with relationships, that has to do with our emotions and our emotional stability. So the 2 centers that I'm really thinking would be most beneficial for you guys to nurture at this time, well, really there's going to be 3. But your throat center, which is your communication hub, that is blocked by the lies we tell ourselves, the rose-colored glasses we keep on to kind of see things to keep things safe and to not really look at what needs changing, all right? That is our throat center. best nurtured by journaling, right? And see how the message of being sharp-tongued or too blunt or kind of crass, finding a new way to communicate that is more aligned, right? A higher vibration, a better way to get your message, your dreams, and so forth across. Third eye is clear vision, so that's some quiet time, some meditation to think on these concepts. And for the cups, right? This is about our emotional security. This is about our emotions and about our relationships and about oftentimes forgiveness. So in addition to your throat and your third eye, I think it might be really beneficial for some of the Capricorns that this message is resonating with to lean into your heart center, right? It's really about forgiveness of yourself and of others, right? Because as you forgive and as you truly process and release that energy of leaning into bitterness or anger, or as you learn to let go of that and change your focus from what those things were, how disappointing those were, and turn around and take the lessons, the action to take is to let go of worrying, what's keeping you up at night. These are the messages, these are the cues, right, from your higher self. What is the repetitive thought? What is on your mind? What is weighing on you at this time, right? The action is to let go of that negative mind spin. And you have two swords energies coming in. One really came with the message of be cautious about how you communicate. Work on being too sharp-tongued, too sarcastic, too harsh, right? Find a way to, the action it's in its inverse manner, to release and to let go of the things that are spinning in your mind and keeping you up at night, right? Those are your cues of what to release. Really think about those things that are causing the stress and the worry within your life, and then see how you can make change and stop focusing on that. Let go of that chatter and start instead to focus on the different opportunities and these two beautiful offerings that are behind you, right? So those are your messages and your centers for my Capricorn friends. For me, I love to journal for throat center, meditation, a quiet walk in nature, just being still and thinking about how to shed, how to take the lessons from those past disappointments, heartbreaks, and really transform them in a way that now you are empowered to move forward, learning the lessons and saying, okay, this is what I don't want. This is what I learned. This is how I can be different and not allow or accept the same energy, right? I'm here to set new boundaries, to let go of the worries. So think of how you can do things differently this month in those areas for my beautiful Capricorn friends. So journaling. And for your heart center, think about journaling about where you hold resentment, where you may hold guilt, where you may hold like things that need to be released that are weighing you down. Let go of the energy and shift it by doing things differently and showing up in a new way. All right, what is the Moonology message to wrap up Capricorn's reading for May? And you guys got a personal issue reaches a resolution. Yes, whatever it is that has been keeping you in this energy, this is anxiety, worried, just exacerbated, like just tired, burnt out, and not being able to sleep, not at peace, right? Whatever that is, this issue, a personal issue, reaches a resolution. So how can you contribute to speeding up that process? That Moonology is assuring you the resolution is near. Stop focusing on the past disappointments, turn around, start leaning into forgiveness, and see how you can better communicate in a way that is not better received, but that will be heard by more people in a way that is softer and gentler and less blunt and crass. That's the messages, Capricorn. That's what's coming through today. I hope you guys have a beautiful May, and I will look forward to connecting with you guys next month. Take care.